Do you find yourself stressing out over your childcare business's marketing? Are you tired of empty places, low enrollment, low cash flow, and all the stress that comes along with all of that? Hey friend, welcome to the Childcare Business Marketing Made Easy podcast. You know God called you into childcare, but let's face it, you're no marketing expert. That's where I come in. My name is Christina Rizakos, an educator by trade, certified business coach, and marketing expert. I started my own childcare center back in 2003 with zero business knowledge. I knew working with kids was my calling in life, but trying to figure out marketing, well, that was a whole other story. And the truth is, I struggled. I struggled for a long time to fully book my program until I started to learn online marketing strategies that helped me get my program on the map, fully booked, and thriving. Fast forward to today, I own a marketing agency that helps childcare business owners from all over the world with their marketing. Imagine running an amazing fully booked program, never having to stress over enrollment or low cash sales. Grab a piece of paper and a pen and let me show you how easy marketing can be. Welcome back, friend, to another episode of the Childcare Business Marketing Made Easy podcast. So I am happy to be here with you today. Today's training is a good one. It's very tactical, so I will be dropping some value bombs that have to do with your business's website. Before I dive into the training, I want to make sure you know that if you are listening to me right now, wherever you are in the world, and you're running a childcare program, maybe it's a home daycare, maybe it's a bigger center, maybe it's a preschool program, and you're struggling to, get found on the map, you're struggling for visibility, enrollments are low, you just don't know what to do, then I want you to check out my website, childcarebusinessmarketing.com. I offer free marketing strategy calls. They're 15 minutes long, and what I do basically is hop on a video call with you and we hash out a marketing plan for you. I basically walk you through what I would do if I would take over your marketing, and I give you all the steps. So make sure that you know that is available for you over on my website. All links are in the show notes. Now, let's dive into the meat and potatoes of today's training. So grab a piece of pen and a paper, something to drink, and we're gonna get started, okay? So today's topic is the 3 things you have to have in place on your website in order to be able to grow your childcare business, right? You need a website in order to be able to direct traffic, from other platforms. So for example, from social media, you want people to leave those platforms that are always super busy and distractive, and you want to take that traffic and direct it over to a platform that you own, your website, okay? So it's really important that for starters, you have a website. And today I really wanted to dive into 3 things that you have to have in place on your website in order to be able to leverage it properly. So here we go. The first thing you want to make sure that you have on your website is the right keywords and that your website is fully optimized, right? So keywords are basically words that can increase your visibility and boost exposure to your website. What this means basically is that when a local mom or dad when they're looking for childcare in the area, there are specific keywords that they will search up when they open up, let's say, Google, that is going to allow them to do their research, right? So for example, if you were shopping for, long sleeve shirts, for example, right? You would type up on Google, comfortable, not expensive, long sleeve shirts, right? Or if you're looking for vegetarian recipes that you can cook under 10 minutes, right? That's exactly what you would search for. So those are specific keywords that someone that has a problem or someone that's looking for a solution to their problem, well, that's the types of words that they would enter in their search on Google, and then Google is going to go to work and it's going to bring you like a list of websites where those words were found, okay? So that's what keywords are. So you have to make sure you know, as the business owner, what local moms and dads are actively searching for in your community, and you have to make sure that these words are found on your website. So when you're setting up your website, there's some areas in the back end where you can actually optimize your website, but there's also keywords that you should definitely make sure you have on the copy, all the text on your website, okay? So things like childcare center near me, bilingual Montessori program downtown, Montreal, Christian-based childcare in my area, right? Things that a local mom or dad is actively searching for online. You have to make sure that these words are found on your website and as well as the back end of your website. Okay, so this is really, really important if you want to be found on Google, if you want your website to be one of the first that someone scrolls through when they come up with that list from Google. Okay, if you don't do this, then you will get lost in someone's search, and we don't want that, right? We want to make sure that every time we're putting something together in terms of our marketing strategy, that it is working for us. Okay, so number one, make sure you have the right keywords and make sure that your website is optimized for searches. Like you're setting it up so that it can bring you success and it can bring you more eyeballs, right? The other thing you want to do is you have to make sure that you are leveraging your website in a way that allows you to grow your client list, right? Or your email list, right? We're all a part of some type of an email list where, we were searching online for something and then we had a pop-up window pop up and they said, hey, would you like to get, let's say 10% off your first order? And you said, sure. So, you give them your name and your email address, and then guess what? You are on their email list. Well, running a childcare center, even if it's a small home daycare, is no different. You need to be actively growing this pool of customers that have willingly picked up their hand and said, yes, take my name, take my email, and keep me up to date on what's happening in your business, right? We have to actively be doing this in order to be able to have a list of clients that are interested in what we have to offer, right? So how do you do this? Well, you make sure that on your website, you have a form that you specifically designed in order to grow your email list, right? So obviously we have forms on the website if someone wants to ask a question, but you also have to have a form. So whether it's a pop-up form or whether it's let's say on a promotional page, that allows you to grow your email list. So this could be as simple as, logging onto your website and just having a simple pop-up form that says, hey, interested in having 10% discount on your first week of childcare. Then enter your name and email below and we'll send you a discount coupon code directly in your inbox, right? You can do something like that. Or you can actually set up your promotional page on your website where you're directing traffic. So every time you're posting on your Facebook business page, for example, you can mention your promotion and invite clients or people that are reading your posts to take action over on your website by directing them, by clicking on that link that you're going to add on your post. And then what that's going to do, it's going to direct all the traffic on this promotional page where the only thing they'll see is your promotion, a little bit about it, a little bit about your program, and then a form to fill out. So a little box that's going to say, give us your name and your email, and we'll send you this promotion, whatever it is, directly in your inbox. So that way they'll get that promotion that you promised them, and then you will be able to grow your email list. And why is this important? Well, it's because anything that we're posting on social media, so if you're going live on Facebook or on Instagram, if you're growing your followers on Instagram or your fans on Facebook, well, we don't own that information. You don't own that data. Your business page can get hacked. Facebook can take it down. So there's a lot of things that can happen. And guess what? You'll lose all that information, right? So it doesn't matter if you had 100 people following you. If Facebook decides to, take your business page down, or maybe Facebook goes dark, well, you lose that information. So it's really important for you as a business owner to have, a platform that you own, and that's what an email list is for, right? You own that information, so you can actually keep it in a safe place. And then every time you have promotions, open house invites, any updates or things you want to stay in touch with your clients, well, then this is where you would go, and then you would email them out this information directly in their inbox and off of social media, okay? And the third thing you want to make sure you have on your website is all the right information in order to attract the right clients, right? So a website is supposed to kind of give a peek as to what someone would expect if they decided to, book a tour with you, to visit, or to enroll their child in your program. And what that means is that when you're putting your website together, or if you're updating it, you have to make sure that when someone lands on your website, number one, that you can actually keep them engaged, right? And number two, that all the right information is found on your website. So what does this mean? Well, this means that you want to make sure that not only your website is, mobile friendly and all the links are working and, the images are high definition, but more importantly, you want to make sure that as soon as they land on your homepage, that they know without a shadow of a doubt that this is the daycare for them. Like, they know exactly where you fill in the gap in your community. They know what makes your program different from all, your competitors. They know why you're the go-to person or the authority in childcare. Like, this has to be crystal clear. And a lot of the times when I'm working with clients inside the marketing agency, unfortunately, what I see is a lot of copy and paste from other websites that they found online. And it's not very genuine. Like, it's not really something that I can say, yes, I can tell how this client fills in the gap in their community, right? So we get to work and we really clarify, 5 unique selling points. And then we make sure that we sprinkle those 5 unique selling points on all their platforms, including their website. So it's really, really important. What I also love doing on clients' websites is, as soon as someone lands on your website, having a video where it's you talking about your program and inviting them to take that next step. So whether that's, booking a tour with you or emailing you for more information, I think that's just a great way to show someone that you took the time to put up an amazing website, but also that you took the time to educate them as to why you're the go-to person in childcare and why their child needs to come to your childcare business. This also is going to repel clients that you don't want to work with, and it's definitely going to attract the clients that you do want to work with, especially, for example, if you are really good at clarifying right from the beginning, your goals, your vision statement, what the mission is of your business, and obviously your 5 unique selling points, what makes you different from the rest daycares or childcare centers in the area. So there you have it, you guys. 3 things that you should definitely have on your website. And these 3 things are going to help you get found locally, but more importantly, they're going to help you grow a successful childcare business. If you do have a marketing question and you want to ask it and you want to get featured on the podcast, just hop on over to childcarebusinessmarketing.com. Scroll down and you'll see in the middle of the page, you'll see that you can actually click a little button with a microphone and you can actually record a short question that I can answer on a later episode of the podcast. So I hope that this information blesses you and your business. And as always, I will see you in a few days. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if it did bless you or add some value, I would appreciate it if you go to wherever you're listening to this podcast from and leave me a review. As each has received a gift, use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's varied grace. 1 Peter 4:10. That is my intent with this podcast. I hope it blesses you and your business. See you in a few days.